Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. So, happy Wednesday. Well, we'll start as usual and we'll go from higher time frame to lower time frame. And if it's possible, to even frame some setups. So, once again, good morning, everyone. Someone please tell me if we have sound and if we have image, and then we can go. Thank you. So, Bitcoin CME chart. Yesterday we closed here. Yeah. Last night we closed exactly in the 69. Look at it. Then we opened here. We are pushing higher. We are trying to do something here. But is the market as strong as people think? No. Is the war over? No. Seems like Trump is speaking by himself at the moment. So let's think range and let's watch the market closely. If the market will accept above 74, we'll close a daily candle above 76, then we can say, well, lower highs until here, then low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher. We cannot say, well, it's not a trend anymore. But for the moment, let's keep it range. Let's imagine that this is a magnet here and will behave like a magnet up and down and up and down. Why? Well, just because the market is usually ranging 70 to 80% of the time. So nothing special. We can fight this area for a long period of time. I'm tired of saying that, but that's the reality. Look left. It's that simple. Just look left and you'll understand. We can bounce higher? Yes. We have some gaps above? Yes. If we'll close above, we can close this big gap here and go in the short reload zone? Yes, we can. But let the market prove us that we can do that. For the moment, I see this line like a magnet. 69 being tested over and over again. Okay. Now, that's Bitcoin on CME. You can see the indicators are not doing anything special. RSI is trying to accept above 50%. It's trying. That's the keyword. Now, let's take a look at Ethereum on daily. I want to see what we have. Similar. To be honest, I love the fact that Ethereum, even if it's not the best at the moment, is holding this level. Look at it. We formed this range. We accepted above. We opened with a gap here. Then we retested. But at the moment, at least for the moment, we are holding this area as a support. And we are trying to accept above the range high and push it higher and go up again. And you know me, I have a range here. I clone this range. I have another range here. So that will give me some levels to work on. I'm thinking long here. Well, at the moment, no. I'm thinking fake out and back in the middle of this range here. But it's holding pretty well here at the moment. I don't like to trade in this area. Why? 2000 is like a magnet. We are too far away from 2500 and too close to 2000. And 2000 will behave like a magnet. And we have a lot of confluence there. The POC on volume is probably at 2000 from the last price action here. The long reload zone is at 2000. A lot of SFU levels at 2000 and below. So exactly like on Bitcoin, I don't want to think trend without another confirmation here. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Indicators on Ethereum are looking, I'll be honest, ugly. Look at OBV. I don't like this OBV. Yeah, I know the volume could come later and you'll see a big candle, but for the moment, look at it. It's not looking great. Similar with Bitcoin, RSI is fighting 50 line on Ethereum. Fighting that area. Okay, let's take a look at ES. It's in the same area like yesterday. Yeah, Monday we closed here. Tuesday we fuck around a little bit and we are exactly in the same place. Yeah. We tried a short. We shorted actually yesterday, managed to get to R, and then the market decided to say, well, back up, and they hit our stop loss. Some people managed to make a profit. Some people only managed to get risk free. Overall was okay because we didn't lose money on that idea. Is the market strong here? No. We can bounce back here. We can bounce even in the short reload zone, but we are still under this pressure. Yeah, you can see yams, yams, yams. Yams, breakdown, retest, and let's see what will happen next. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, yes, nothing special on higher time frame. Mr. Gold. If you remember, a stupid trader told you something about gold on lower time frame. On daily, I told you to just leave it alone. On lower time frame, we had something nice. Looking at the gold here, well, we did an AB, we did a CD, we dropped like a hammer. Once we accepted below 55,000, but one gap, two gaps, I think 5,000 is too important not to be retested, even if gold wants to dump. I'm not saying gold is bull anymore, but even if we'll dump, I don't think we'll dump without retesting 5,000. Maybe even a fake out above 5,000. Just my 2 cents, people. Just look at the price action here. You think we'll go straight down or will retest this level? On higher time frame, nothing we can do. Too volatile. On lower time frame, I framed the setup for you. I said I framed the setup for you because I'm not trading traditional market. Silver, all over the place. No, thank you. Oil, in the middle of everything, has an M, but actually will form a W, but actually is too volatile for my taste, and I'll just leave it alone, just watching from the sidelines. Simple. Now, classic chart on Bitcoin. I need to zoom out a little bit. Hopefully you see what I see here. People, don't be part of the public. Don't be part of the 90%. Yeah? Here in the top, you remember I said, well, we are not calling tops and bottoms, but let's hedge our portfolio. And we did that. Looking back was the best idea ever. Yeah? Luckily, I managed to hedge my altcoins portfolio here. And now, I don't care if altcoins will go close to zero or Bitcoin will dump to 40K. Doesn't mean I enjoy the dump as an investor. No. But I'm safe. I'm okay. And day by day, week by week, we understood that this was the top. Look what happened here. We got sideways for some time, fake out and then dump. It's possible to do the same here, even if we'll do another sweep of the highs here. I think even 85, 83, it's there. But overall, I think 40 to 50,000 area, this area here, it's the area where we should expect a bottom. Not now. At the end of the summer, maybe in the fall. Yeah. So, even on higher time frame, people, do you want to bet against this trend? Because now you have a trend. You have lower highs, lower lows. It's clear that was the top. And usually after we have the top, we have one full year of bearish, of downtrend. So be extra careful. If you are a day trader, you can go long, you can go short, nobody cares as long as you make money. If you are a swing trader, most probably you should stick with the trend and you should short every strong bounce. Every bounce you see, you should short. If you are a position trader, I don't think you have room to do anything. The best thing a position trader should do, or an investor, put his hands under his ass and wait until October. That's my 2 cents. You can do whatever you want. I'm not your financial advisor. Don't blame me for your losses. I don't take credit for your wins. It's that simple. Even if you are in VIP, we don't take credit for your wins and we don't take blame for your losses. It's your decision what you take and what you don't take. And that's normal. Your money, your decision. Be responsible. Now, that being said, here looks like we are trying to bounce. We are trying to do something until we'll dump lower. That doesn't mean you'll market short here. Well, that short Paul said something. No, let's wait. Wait for an SFU like here. We had one. We shorted that one. We made money. Now, if it will happen again and we'll SFU here, I think it's possible to do it again. Ethereum on classic charting, nothing special. Like I said, Palm Chaser Zone is holding. 50% is holding, which is nice. Nice to see that. I could see an aggressive AB equals CD. Maybe. It's not probable, but it's possible. Okay, dominance. I'm keep watching dominance. Nothing is happening until something will happen. If we accept below this level and we start dumping below 50%, 58%, sorry, if we go below that level, that means we have a chance for a mini altcoin season. But because we have Holy Grail, because we know how to trade on 5-minute chart, we can extract a lot of money from a mini altcoin season. I see a lot of people trying to play altcoins now. And I'm keep telling them that is not a good idea, not for the moment. Some people are trying to short hype. Why? Some people are trying to short Aster. Okay, was a good idea on that pump about when CZ said about Aster chain. Okay, I get it. But keep trying to do that, it's asking for trouble. Some people are trying to short Tau. People, stop doing that. In the entire market, you have 4 or 5 strong altcoins and you try to short them. Is that a wise plan or not? I don't think it is. If you are a sharp day trader, scalper, I don't care what you do. You can short whatever you want. For example, Stefan, if he is going on lower than 1 hour and he's taking a trade and is making the trade risk-free and is attempting against the trend to take a short, I don't have a problem with that. Because Stefan is sharp enough to protect himself, to know what he's doing, to get the fuck out when he sees he's wrong. But how many of you can trade like Stefan? So if you cannot trade like Stefan, don't do like Stefan. You see a coin that is pumping and is strong and has news and everyone is talking about it. What do you think the Moon Boys or the public will do? Because everything is bearish and something is shining in the altcoin shit. What do you think they'll do? They'll go and buy it and they'll pump it higher. Of course the smart players at some point in time will say, well, let's remember the public that it's a bear market after all. And they'll dump it. But before they dump it, they'll pump it. You want to play that game? Go ahead. I don't want to play that game. I'll make an exception when I'll see a crystal clear setup with higher time frame M's and an SFU of those M's. I have a setup for shorting altcoins, but Not every day and not in every condition. So, seeing this one staying here and maybe breaking below, well, most probably nothing to do until we'll accept below, let's say 58.5, 58. And if you see that he's accepting and staying below and is starting to go down, okay, we can hunt altcoins on the long side. If you see it accepting above 60%, then you know what that means, no? Okay. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Acceptable. Acceptable. W's range breakout retest holding like a champ 003 for the moment. For the moment. If we'll keep holding above 003, then Ethereum has a chance against Bitcoin. If not, maybe next time. Maybe here will form some W's and will reverse. This scenario is still playable. Up here and then down. Will take time, probably. We'll see. Total market cap a bit weaker than Bitcoin. You can see it's going sideways. We talked about the rest of the charts here. Calendar. No big news today. No big news the entire week. But on the other hand, people, we have a lot of news from Trump. Trump is taking care of the volatility of the market. He's saying something, he's contradicting himself next half an hour. Tomorrow is totally different. We see insiders everywhere playing the market 5 minutes before the Trump speech, before announcements. We know what that means. Nobody cares about it anymore. We know that they are inside traders. Nobody cares about it. Well, welcome to 2026. Fuck it. Yeah. It's normal for them to take our money. It's not a fair game. The game is rigged. If you don't respect the market, if you don't treat the market like a business with a clear risk management, you don't stand a fucking chance. Yeah? You don't stand a chance. Because the game is not fair. You don't have 50-50 chances. No. When someone is selling oil and is buying gold and is buying ES 5 minutes before Trump says that, well, we made peace, and he's lying, but he says that, you know what that means. Means that he'll get richer and richer, his kids will make a lot of money, and you don't stand a chance. It's that simple. Well, that, let's go on lower time frame. Okay, as I said about gold, yesterday I said something about an AB equals CD, even a bot setup, and look what happened. AB, CD, W, breakout testing 25%. We did the third low for a bot setup, then back up to 25%. We even accepted above the Monday high last night, which is nice. I told you over and over to get risk-free. The market is too volatile not to get risk-free, people. Risk-free, it's risk-free. You eliminated the risk, you cannot lose money from your account. That's the best position possible. So now, if the market wants to go to our target, well, we'll make more money. If the market wants to outperform, we can trail a bit and we'll make more money. The final target, like I told you, should be 5,000. So, take some profit here, but close the entire trade at 5,000. If it's possible, if the market will go there. New setup here, I don't think is the case. I just don't think is the case. I even told you that this looks like something. Like a reverse head and shoulder, but it's ugly. Anyway, it's ugly to call it that. Silver, all over the place, similar with gold. If you want to say shoulder, head, shoulder, W, breakout, you can say. But I was feeling more comfortable to frame a trade on gold than on silver. Yes, if you remember yesterday, we did something here. Short, we hit to R. I told everyone multiple times to get risk free, and now you understand why. Look what happened. Up. What we can do now? Well, we are kind of close to the middle of the range. What we can do, we can go back in the middle of the range or here. But because I see W's here, I think something like this is possible. Something. Don't mind my squiggly lines because it's not in the exact time. It's just a way I see the market is possible to move. So the market pumping, SFU in this level, then dumping back in the middle of the range, then bouncing a little bit. That get bounced, and then testing the Monday low, which it's classic range play. That means the market will behave exactly like I said? No. We are working with scenarios. Okay. So, not the best area to do something on ES here. Okay, let's go on Bitcoin. Let's see what we have. If you remember, we took a short here. You remember? We took a short and we took our profit where? Here. Made nice money. I deleted the trade here. Hit the take profit. No reason to keep it there, just to brag about it. And the market is pushing back up. But at the same time, we have the Monday high. We have the Monday low. Both levels untested. You can see here. It's not testing this level yet. We can see an SFU and we should play an SFU? Yes, if it's possible. If the market somehow will dump all the way down to the Monday low, okay, that's definitely a good level to play a long setup here. But watch out because 69 and something is exactly in the middle of the Monday range. So this is like a magnet here. So if the market will pump here or even higher, I'll try to hunt a short setup. If the market will dump and will dump to the Monday low, I'll try to play a long setup. Simple said, I'll play the range game. Okay. Ethereum, similar levels. Monday high, be extra careful. Looks like the market is a bit stronger than Bitcoin and we can take this level and then take the next level and then dump. But overall, we should play the same game. Play the range game. By the way, Capua 2 people, today, at the end of the day actually, we have a live stream where we'll talk about exactly that, range game. How to maximize the profit. Simple concepts, really useful if you like to play the range. Aster. Let's put 4-hour chart for Aster. Morning, Stefan. Why the people want to fuck around with this one? Okay, I got the idea. You took this short. I even mentioned, well, you know, CZ, it's a motherfucker, and when he's posting about Aster, that's the local top. You took this one, you made money. Okay, leave it alone. It's expanding volatility. The wicks and tails are too big. This is my 2 cents. Tao. I see even in comments now. Short Tao, Tao, it's a good short. Where the fuck do you see the M? I don't see it. Show me the M. Show me a divergence on OBV. Well, actually, no. Well, we have some divergence on RSI. Yeah, but that's something else. A guy like Dalmudi will tell you what this is. Anyway. We have location? No, we don't. Even if we think this high. Okay? I did that, I did this yesterday in the another live stream. Look at it. Where do we have the short reload zone? Here. It's $400 behaving like a magnet, most probably. Why do you attempt in this environment where you can see 4-hour chart? I'm not on weekly, I'm 4-hour chart. You can see accumulation and then higher highs and higher lows. Why do you want to step in front of this one and short and short and short? I don't know, people. It's up to you. But I think this one, I'm not saying it's bullish. We are in a bear market. But this one could pump like crazy before it will dump like crazy. Of course, until the bear market will be over, until Bitcoin will bottom, this one will probably go to 400, maybe higher, and then dump to 100 again. Of course, we'll do it. And if you want to be right, you can say, well, I was right because reached for $400. And the other guy will say, well, I was right because after that dumped 100. But is here about being right or wrong, or is here about making money? You saw Stefan taking an attempt to short here. He shorted. I think he got risk free. I don't know exactly. And then he stayed the fuck out. He even said, leave it alone. And people are keep pushing it. Well, let's short it. Oh, go ahead. It's your money, not mine. So, on 4-hour chart, OBV is healthy. RSI is telling a different story. I don't know if you know what that means. On 1-hour chart, do you see any M's? No. Actually, you see higher highs and higher lows pretty aggressively. A potential divergence on RSI, potential one. And look at the OBV, healthy and really healthy. And you want to short. I hope you are making fun in the chat saying short Tau. I hope. But that's a different story. Okay. Hype. I said similar for hype. Everyone shorting. Well, it's too much. You'll go, no, leave it alone. This one could pump in short reload zone, could pump even higher before will dump. If you are a scalper and a day trader and you know what to do here, an SFU maybe, really sharp to move your stop to scratch at 1 hour too. Okay, but you are still playing against the trend because on 4-hour chart you have an uptrend. Look at it. Simple. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low again. We need to reverse. We need to make a lower high. And we need to create an YAM. And then you can think about an SFU. Then you can think about shorting. Not going and fucking around all day long. Again, people, not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Go do whatever you want. Solana. Solana, like you know, it's a proxy for shitcoins. Looking acceptable. Let's see. For the moment, I still consider this one is lazy and it's a range. Okay. Now, I think I talked about everything here. ES, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Aster, Tau, Hype, Solana. Overall, let's go back on Bitcoin because that's our main focus, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Here we should play the range game over and over again. Okay? As a scalper, yeah, this was an SFU on Ethereum and not quite on Bitcoin. As a day trader, I prefer to see an SFU of the Monday high. I'll wait in the London session, in the New York session to see an SFU of the Monday high, and if the market will push in the short reload zone, because Trump could post again, he decided that the war is ending and he negotiated with himself and he did, I don't know, not my business. I could see an AB equals CD, the bullish scenario will be AB, CD pointing out here in the short reload zone and then to dump. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So, AB, CD to here, okay, then an attempt here to break down, no, will not succeed, and then to create something like this. And then to go back down. Possible scenario. So shorting exactly here If you are a scalper, if you are sharp enough, it's possible. But I prefer to see the market getting above the Monday high, maybe even the short reload zone. I have this scenario in my mind on higher time frame, but that means I could go on lower time frame and try to enter here, try to enter here, try to hunt even a small long here. We don't know what will happen. So it's impossible for me to tell you now, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. No, I have some scenarios in my head. I know the risk management. I know my setups. I'll respect my plan. If you want more than what we are providing here on YouTube for everyone, which is, I think it's a lot of value, but that's my opinion. If you want more, feel free to join us on Discord. Okay? You can click this link and apply for Discord. Now you can go directly to Premium if you want, but that's up to you. I'll keep this link here so people could apply. But now you can enter with Subscord. For the moment, the smallest subscription is 1 month. The rest, it's up to you people. By the way, if you want to join VIP with Stefan, me and Stefan, but 80% of the time Stefan is posting trades on VIP, you have to hurry up because we'll open in for public in 5 days. And the registration will last only 3 or 4 or 5 days, depending how many people, how fast 100 places will get filled. Yeah? Even now I get DMs. What's the difference? Well, if you want to subscribe to Stefan Twitter, go ahead, subscribe. He's providing value. For that, the money you pay for that subscription. He's giving you, in general, some ideas what to trade, how to behave, what to do here, what to do there. It's a lot of value. I like it. If you want to get in Discord, what's the difference between subscription and premium? Well, first of all, we are live streaming every day for premium. New York session is open for premium. We trade 2 hours live. We provide setups. We provide TA. We provide answers to your questions. Yeah, you are an insider. You are one of us already if you are a premium. And if you have a good portfolio, let's not say a big portfolio, but if you have more than $10,000 trading portfolio and you are a busy man, you don't have time to frame your own setups, well, you join VIP. Stefan is framing good setups. You can choose what setup you'll take. You'll make more money and you'll be happy. So that's the difference, people. Why I'm not opening subscription? I'll never do that. I don't like to open a subscription on Twitter. That's a different story. I explained many times. I suggest you to go and subscribe to Stefan Twitter. Of course I do. Yeah, of course I do, because I know Stefan. I know he's posting quality. I know he's doing a good job. So there are people they don't like Discord. Well, subscribe to Stefan and stay on Twitter. There are people that they don't want to stay on Twitter and they want more. They want premium or they want VIP. Go ahead, join Discord. Be one of us. You can even become a gladiator if you are good enough. Simple, people. Simple. Let's see the posts we have. How many reposts? If I'll keep the live stream for public or not. Well, 41 reposts, 54 likes. To be honest, I think you can do better than that. If I look here, if I'll go and look here, 30 or even more reposts are from Premium and VIP. If I go here, I'll see 40 likes are from Premium and VIP. If I go here, I'll see 80% of the comments are from VIP and Premium. Please tell me again why I opened this live stream for public. Anyway, let's end this live stream in a positive note. Let's think about this SFU, if will be the case. If the SFU will fail or will not happen, will not accept back below and will go straight up here, you can think for a bigger play here in the short reload zone, then I am. If we'll go down, then we have a clear level, a lot of liquidity hidden here at 67. Okay. That being said, let's call it a live stream. See you, if you are a premium or VIP member, see you in the London session. By the way, lately the London session is open for premium members also. So they'll learn a thing or two, maybe even become VIP members at some point in time. I don't get it what you say there, Dimitri. You say something, but I don't know. I didn't say nobody is from general is reposting. I said few people are doing that. Less than 10%, which is not good. I love win-win. I love to see people appreciating the content they get. But seems like almost all the people interested in trading are already premium or VIP members. Okay, people. Let's call it a live stream. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.